here to give you 5 tips to make sure you never, ever disappoint your woman in the bedroom. The first tip is to really get this, and if you get this, you'll automatically be good in bed. You'll never be disappointing in bed. And it's just this. It's not about what you're doing to a woman, it's about how you're doing it. It's who you're being while you're doing it. So you can read all the sex tips on earth, the great sex positions, you can learn how to do the come here motion on her G-spot, and every guy knows this stuff. Every guy reads this stuff. There's nothing new or unusual about it. It's not going to make you great in bed. It's just going to make you like every other guy in bed. But what can really distinguish you, and what very, very few men give women, is the who they're being in the bedroom, being that romantic hero for her. And that really changes everything, because orgasm happens in the head. Orgasm is ultimately an emotional and psychological phenomenon. It's not just a physical phenomenon. So when you're in bed with your woman, consider that every other guy, and probably you too, has been so conditioned by their masturbation while watching pornography to just be blank. All of it's going on in front of them. It's all going on the computer screen. And so they're just blank. You're just kind of sitting there like choking it while other things are going on, and you need to bring no emotional energy to the project. But that's not what your woman craves. She doesn't just want to be your pornography. She wants to make some kind of connection with you. And you have a lot of choices here of what you could do that would be better than just a blank cipher. There are a lot of different ways you can be. You could be bold, you could be aggressive, you could be tender and romantic, you could be sadistic and teasing, and all of those things can be sexually juicy. But the point is that you can play with your woman with who you're being, not just what you're doing. Second, most men, because again of pornography, are conditioned to think of sex as a visual act. And it is very visual for men. Everybody says men are visual creatures, but also we've practiced it over and over and over, 3 times a day when you were a teenager. And you've practiced this over and over again, where what arouses you is something visual. Well, sex is not primarily a visual act. It's primarily a touching act. Sex is about touch, not about seeing. And in fact, when you're making love to a woman, you're often so close to her that, all you can see is her ear. Or maybe, you get that weird double vision thing where she looks like she only has one eye because you're kissing her. Well, suddenly all this visual stuff that used to be what sex was about is gone. And sex is really about touching. And when you get that, and when you touch her about 5 times more than you're touching her now, when you stroke her hair and put your hands on her and learn to really enjoy the aspects of touch, the rubbing of your skin against hers from every surface, it will immediately, again, change the way you think about lovemaking. It'll change the way you show up for sex, and she's going to love it. Third is make some noise. This has got to be the easiest thing on earth, and men fail to do it. So you know how when you're in bed with a woman and she's screaming and moaning and going, oh God, you really like that? Well, guess what? She likes it too. It lets her know that she's hot and she's sexy and that she's desirable. And when you just go, it gives her nothing. It gives her nothing. It just lets her get into her own head and her own insecurities, and she's like, oh God, I better come soon. I don't even know if he's enjoying this. Maybe I smell funny. Like, she's got all the insecurities you've got. And when you let her know that you're enjoying it and you make some noises like, yeah, like you're enjoying it, it allows her to relax all of that nervous energy of, is this okay? Which is exactly the nervous energy, by the way, that sometimes causes you to have difficulty getting it up. That nervous energy, well, it prevents her from having an orgasm. And it kills her enjoyment. But when you're making noise like you're enjoying it, then she gets to enjoy it too. It allows her to relax, and then she can have a quick, easy, powerful orgasm because she gets that you're on the same page of arousal with her. While you're at it, as long as you're making noise like you're enjoying it anyway, why don't you actually enjoy it? I mean, really actually enjoy it. Allow yourself to express what's really happening for you. Really receive pleasure from touching her body. She'll feel that connection when you're really allowing yourself to enjoy it, and she'll feel that you're receiving her as a sexual being, and it's going to make the experience epic for her. And my final tip, again, related to the last one, as long as you're enjoying yourself and the sensations in your body, why don't you also really enjoy her? Give her a sense that you think she's delicious, and then go there with it. Really enjoy the texture of her hair, the smell of her, the feel of her. Enjoy the feeling of her breath on your face. Enjoy the connection that you're making with another human. Get out of all that, fantasy in your head stuff. and really get into her, really get into her body, and really get into the process of making love to her. It's really about connecting. And I promise you that if you learn great cunnilingus and you can vibrate your tongue at 6,000 RPMs, or you learn how to get her G-spot and all that stuff, like, that's just going to make you every other guy. I talk to women all the time who say that they're with some guy, he's got a big cock, he's pounding away on her, but she knows in her mind, yeah, he's never going to do it, and I'll just fake it to get it over with, because this can happen all day and I'm never going to come. And the difference is, the way to really make a difference is these factors, and when you get this, it will change the way you make love, it'll change the way women receive you, and I assure you, you'll be the best she's ever had. And this is obviously just the tip of the iceberg. I've got 3 more great essential tips to take you from not disappointing her to literally blowing her mind and becoming the best lover she's ever had. That's in the next video. I hope you'll take a look at it. I think you'll enjoy it. And thanks for caring about women. It's the reason that I do this stuff. I really want couples to connect, and I really want you to be able to give the woman that you're with the experience that she deserves.